The false nine role, one of the most fashionable roles in recent times in real world football. So in game, it tells you that the false nine is basically like a really advanced playmaker stroke attacking midfielder, meaning that he starts there, but he's going to spend a lot of the time in this pocket, coming backwards, hopefully dragging the opposition centre-backs to follow you, making space for the rest of your team to exploit. For this reason, it's important that you have roles around the false nine that can take advantage of his movement in dropping into gaps. When he drops back, you want your other players in and around him to exploit those gaps. Into match we go now. The first thing to remember is he is still a striker. You can see Lautaro there, pretty much in line with the two most advanced midfielders. But as the game breaks into like a bit of a swift attack down the left-hand side, the guy breaking to get into the box is still the false nine. So he's still your main striker. In defensive situations, he will be the first guy to do the press. The big difference comes in attacking situations. You'll see him drop off and you'll see midfielders sprinting past him, just like this. So Lautaro's hanging around there. He's our false nine, remember. If I pause it there, you can see there's a group of players that are more advanced than him because he's showing for the ball to try and get it off Bastoni and tempt the centre-backs to follow him. See in the middle there, he's holding his position. He's not trying to break through the lines like an advanced forward or perhaps a poacher or pressing forward would. Now he receives it, you can see you've got your players who are about to break past him. Hakan is Segunde Volante. Over here you've got attacking midfielder. And obviously you've got your two wide attacking players as well. You'll see a lot of movements like this. So he's in the middle now as your main striker. But you can see how he drops back a bit there? Look at that. He's trying to draw these centre-backs out to allow these midfielders a space to bomb into. You'll see that quite a lot when you're using this role. It means when you have a look at your passing network, such as ours here, he drops deep all the time. As a main focal point striker, he'd be more in this sort of area here, further up. But you can see how deep he is, number 10. His want to drop in here quite often means a gegenpress style, a really high tempo style, is probably not the one to do. This one here is probably not the best use of him because he's going to get bypassed an awful lot. A more possession-based style with a lower tempo is perfect. Think of the way Pep played before Haaland was there. Foden was quite often the man who dropped into the false nine role. This slower, more controlled tempo means that he can do more of the false nine movements, such as there where he's dropping off to come to the ball, allowing these players to go past him. This more controlled style means he can get more involved in the game. Remember, he is a playmaker, he's just a little bit further forward. You can see here he comes, shows for the ball and goes down the wing, dribbling this time and trying to assist his teammates. So my favourite approach is a tiki-taka style where he can drop in and have players bursting past him. Another interesting option is to have a strike partner up with him, so when he drops off, hopefully a centre-back leaves him, and that'll leave the other strike partner one-on-one. When you look at key attributes for a false nine, you're looking for things that don't normally come up for a striker, such as things like passing, flair, vision, because he's going to be dropping off more. It's very similar to if you put him in the AM slot as an advanced playmaker. You can see there, it's very similar attributes. He's basically an advanced playmaker, but higher up, dropping back rather than dropping forward. So a very cool role if you have the right player. Just make sure you have the right positions around him to take advantage of the space.